fight fans, after pondering, after contemplating, I decided to go live for this fight between Stevenson and Artem. Okay, Harutyunyan, right? Um, Stevenson, I think Stevenson is coming to make a point. If he doesn't, that's the reason why I decided to. In fact, chat top messages, all messages. Here we go. Um, Contemplate on actually covering Stevenson. I remember seeing Artem fight Frank Martin, and it was a pretty good fight. Revelation TV, the first on the chat. Salute. Um, Keyshawn Davis just got through with his polishing job versus Madano from Mexico, so it was pretty good. Kobe Breeze, Shakur needs a knockout. Yeah, I think he needs to work on his brand. I think he needs to work on his reputation as a fighter. Because one thing that we learned about this generation of fighters, you can't be considered to be anywhere near the pound for pound, anywhere near the best of the best if you don't perform. If you don't give us results, if you don't give us knockouts, if you don't give us exciting fights, if he doesn't give us those fights, he can't be considered like Usyk that should have stopped Tyson Fury, Dmitry Bivol, Artur Beterbiev, right? Those guys like that are knocking people out. Joshua, you know what I mean? Joshua, Canelo, Crawford. These guys are stopping people. They're not sitting there boxing for 12 rounds, running for 12 rounds. They're not doing that. Eluding, should I say. Okay? So I think he needs to work on that. He definitely needs to work on that. Good fight from Keyshawn. Yeah, Keyshawn showed grit. He showed grit. I'm really looking forward to seeing what Keyshawn Davis can do. 11-0, 7 KOs. Good fight with Keyshawn. He had a very durable opponent as well. Boxing outlet, counterpunch to you. Oh, Isaac in the building. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Let's hit that like button. Let's get those likes in. You guys double tap out, hit the like button, and come on back in. So YouTube can know that I am live with the thousands of subscribers that I have that love the channel. And I don't think you guys are getting the notification. Okay, so let's see here. Let's see. So I'm looking at Shakur Stevenson right now, right? And Shakur, Kirk, did you see Makhmadov versus Guido coming up? I still want Sanchez versus Makhmadov. Well, I want to see Sanchez come back. I want to see how he performs with this after the injury. I want to see how, I want to see him come back definitely. I'm going to reach out to him tomorrow. In fact, because, you know, I know he was in surgery and those things are pretty tedious, right? And it takes time for anybody. I don't know if he's used to, like, you haven't seen a lot of interviews with him. So, like, De Los Santos, right? Like, he has to do a lot better than that. De Los Santos showed him, like, hey, I'm fast, I'm quick, you know. But no, Mark Madoff versus Guido coming up. That looks like a pretty good fight. You know, man, I think though I want to see Parker fight again. Parker's fought once this year. Parker needs to get back in the saddle. I don't know who he's going to fight, but or unless he gets the rematch with Zhang, and we don't know how that's going to go. Ed, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. August 17th, Villanello versus Mark Madoff. That looks pretty good, man. Yeah, Guido and Mark Madoff. I want to see Parker. I would love to see Parker and Caballo. I mean, to keep it a buck, because those guys, they are the winners of the entire thing so far. They're the winners. And me, guys, if you don't know me or know anything about me, I'm a sucker for fresh fights. I'm not the saga or the redo or the rematches or the rubber matches, or I don't really care for any of those right now. The only way a rematch comes into question is you have two guys that fought each other once upon a time and they've beat everybody else. You know what I mean? That would be the only reason. But as long as there's fresh competition out there and fresh fights that we don't know the outcome because of the opposition between the two, let's have it. Let's have the best fights possible. Okay? I heard Parker, Dillian White on AJ card. That would be a good fight for Parker, and I would like a rematch for Parker and Dillian White simply because that's been a long time ago. And in fact, it was the same year that Parker lost his belt and his undefeated record to Anthony Joshua in England. Okay, and a lot of people thought that was bullshit. A lot of people thought the way it was refereed was like, no, that's not cool. I don't like that. Nikki Burgundy, salute to you, Nikki. In the building, Corey Hooper, big ups from, is that New Zealand? Brother, AJ to win in 4 rounds. What you reckon? Corey, I think that Daniel Dubois expects a hard fight. I think he's ready for battle. I think he's getting prepared for war. And I think, AJ is going to have to give it to him to show this youngster what's up. Who wins, Johnny Fisher versus Kubrat Pulev? I don't know Johnny Fisher, so I don't know who that is. Isaac in the building. Will you like to see AJ versus Parker rematch? No, not right now. Because there's too many other fights. So you got these up-and-coming guys. You got Caballo. You got, you have Parker. Caballo, Parker. You have Sanchez. What about Sanchez versus Parker? You know what I mean? I want to see matchups that you make you go, wait a minute. You know what? That would be a good fight. I want to fight you. Uh-oh, I heard that. Where's the money? We got Oshak Foster versus Robson Conceicao. Conceicao was pretty good about 3 years ago. I really did think he beat Oscar Valdez. I think he beat Oscar Valdez. A lot of people, because he's Brazilian, he was less known. Nobody really gave him a thought in that regard. I think he beat him. They said, oh, he let the fight go. No, he didn't. Oscar Valdez fought the same pace the whole fight, and he lost the whole fight. It's just Conceicao beat him better in certain parts of the fight than he did before. Shakur's credibility is at stake. Yeah, Hakeem Leko, you are absolutely correct. He needs to do something tonight to show us that he's more than just the fighters that had potential that don't. Fisher won in 36 rounds tonight. Check him out, Kurt. Good upcoming heavyweight. Fisher won in 36 seconds tonight. Who did he knock out? Did he knock out Babbitt? Because I'm going to do one on Babbitt today. He gets disoriented when it happens. I want to see what Conceicao. Here's the thing about Conceicao, though. A lot of times when you got guys like Conceicao, he might have missed a step or two, right? But even if he missed a step or two, those are the most dangerous guys because those guys, yeah, Babbitt, okay, Fisher, yeah, Babbitt talked all that shit and got knocked out. I seen the highlights. I mean, it wasn't really nothing to see. I mean, if your attention span can't let you watch a clip of 36 seconds, I don't know what's wrong with you. That's why shorts are so popular because people don't have attention spans no more. People don't know how to concentrate. Everybody just wants, okay, flip. Okay, flip. People just want this quick and easy dopamine hit from their cell phones. They don't want to watch a movie. They don't want to see what the hell's going on. And you know what I mean? I like to see how a fight develops, the beginning, the bridge to the middle, the bridge to the end. Okay, I like to see how a fight unfolds. That's what I love about boxing because boxing tells a story, believe it or not. Look at Conceicao showing the mujeres de Brasilena. Brazil. Kurt, Moses Atoma versus Johnny Fisher would be interesting. Yeah, I think it would be a step up for Moses. I think so. I like Moses, though. I think Moses is going to be the next heavyweight champion when he does something like knock out guys like Daniel Dubois. Yeah, he's going to, they're going to be in the ring one day because, for one, Dubois is too young not to. If he's fighting Joshua and Joshua's like 8 years older than Dubois, you know that at some point Moses is going to fight Daniel. Matthew Branch in the building. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. You guys, if you have time, double click out, hit that like button, and come on back in. Okay. So, but yeah, Babbitt screwed up, KO'd in round 1. Yeah, he talked a lot of smack. I mean, a lot of times you put too much energy into your words and not enough focus and energy into what you're going to do. That happens. You know who did that same shit? The same guy from his country. You know who that is? Philip Ergovic. Philip Ergovic did the same exact thing. He talked all that shit about Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois sit there, licked his lips, bit down, and went to work on his face. Cut him up, bust him up, and then stopped him. That's pretty much it. Kirk, do you know David Ezigwire in the 80s, a Nigerian boxer? No, I never heard of him, man. Wouldn't Adari Moses is a Jedi? He would kill him. What time is the main event? It's a couple fights over. Joker MP #1. Appreciate that like, brother. Appreciate that like. Flat Earth, what's your favorite fruit? Favorite fruit to taste or how does it make me feel? Bananas are probably my best fruit. I like pineapple, but then, I love apples. I love pears. I love fruit. I love grapes, but I understand what they do for you. You know what I mean? I love avocado. Avocado's not necessarily sweet, but I know it's good for you. It's good fat. It's good for your health. So yeah. So that is what it is. Kurt, who wins? Moses Atoma versus Jarrell Miller. Here's the thing. Jarrell Miller is going to be a guy that he's going to talk shit. He's going to be brash. He's going to ruffle some feathers. Hopefully he stays clean. Do you speak Portuguese? No, I don't, man. My Portuguese is muy poquito. Muito poquito. But I lived there for a while, so the Portuguese that I know that I'm accustomed to hearing, it's a practice thing. So if you don't practice it, you're gonna lose it. Kurt, do you feel Davis is ready for championship level boxing? He looked really gas and almost hurt at times in the fight. Matthew Branch, here's the thing: we are not going to know until we know. And I seen in that fight, if it went for the way he came back in the second to the last round, Keyshawn Davis showed me that, hey, he has a lot to work on. And you know something? Keyshawn Davis needs to still give up the marijuana. He's probably still smoking. You remember his testimony? He tested positive for marijuana and found out he was toking. He was toking and smoking. Ed, mi español es muy bien. Keyshawn actually looked tough against a big dirty fighter. Well, I mean, he looked tough. I mean, I don't think it's his tough factor. I think it's his endurance. And see, here's the thing about endurance. When you get tired, you get fatigued. Fatigue makes cowards of men. Okay? So you can sit there and be tough as you want. Look at Jarrell Miller. Jarrell Miller's tough, but he just didn't have any gas. So he could showboat, he could bloat, he could, all that stuff. But still, at the end of the day, Daniel Dubois, better shape, back, got in his shit, real quick, Mr. Everything, shout out, Mr. Everything, and I'll sub, counterpunch to you, brother. Parker versus Fabio Wardley would be the best. Nah, I think Wardley needs to fight Clark again, man. That's a good fight. Shucks. Those guys went balls to the wall. Dude, I was ecstatic for that fight. And that was a low-level British local fight. Would Keyshawn beat Frank Martin currently, Kurt? I don't think he would. I don't think he's there yet. I think maybe in a year or two, it could be a pretty good fight. You put someone else. Here's the thing: you don't want to push someone that quickly. See, once you start pushing someone to that particular opposition they're not ready for, you could ruin a potential fighter that could be a lot better than you push him to be. Okay, who you got, Frank Martin or Keyshawn Davis? I got Frank Martin. Do you think now it's time for all new and young to over now that Fury? AJ Usyk all may be gone out of boxing in the next 34 months. I think so. I think it's really time to start looking at guys like Moses Atoma. So you're going to hear a lot of him on this channel. Daniel Dubois, win, lose, or draw, he's still young unless he decides to retire. Joseph Parker, another young guy. He'll be around for the next 5 or 6 years, more than likely. Who else? Jared Anderson, okay. Jarrell Miller, he will laugh and bullshit himself out of the sport of boxing. And I think he is needed for a puzzle piece to be on someone's resume to make their resume worthwhile, okay? But I think he needs to win, though. The Foster fight is starting now. It should be great. Yeah, he's walking out right now. He's 22, 2, and 12. What about Tank versus Loma? I got Tank. I reckon he will find the punch at some time. Here's the thing. The bad thing about Tank, we look for that one shot. But that's also the good thing about Tank. But I mean, I just don't see how someone's that hard up to fight someone now. You know what I mean? Dude, this is 2024. Bro, Lomachenko called out Tank Davis in 2007 fucking team. Excuse my French. But it's just irritating. Like, Floyd did exactly what these promoters do. It's called smart business. It's called playing it safe. It's called waiting out the greats. Waiting a fighter out knowing I'm not putting my fighter in there when I just seen that guy make 4 guys back-to-back quit, including Rigondeaux. Remember him? The golden Olympian from Goa? You remember him? Okay, so Floyd knew, I'm not going to put Tank in there. I'm not going to put Tank in there until he got mad at Tank. Then, we want Lomachenko, Tank Davis right now. See, and that's what it was about. And see, who's to say? I don't even think Tank was ready for Lomachenko at that time. I don't think felt he was ready. I think the fight should have happened. See, here's the thing. That's how you stop great fighters from having great moments in time. That's how you disrupt certain fighters to show their true potential. You just don't give them the fights. See, with Lomachenko, understand this, but let me break it down to you from Loma. Lomachenko, okay, was making people quit. He was knocking people out. He was stopping people, dropping people, making them quit out of pure embarrassment. He would have done the same thing to Javante Tank Davis. But of course, time, Father Time will defeat anybody. And they know it's time right now. Tank's 29. So yeah, they already know, like, no, we're going to do this. And they waited all his damn 20s to finally give him the fight that he knew he should have had. And I don't think Tank would have beat Lomachenko. Will he beat him now? Let's put it this way. He better beat Lomachenko. That's all I'm going to say. You better beat him now. Because if you don't beat him now, that means you are a hype job. That means you were a good guy, great skills, but you weren't the best because you got outboxed by someone that just knew how to beat you round after round after round. Hell, Frank Martin was doing it, another southpaw, wouldn't he? He was okay until he became an idiot, started fighting stupid, and got caught with big bombs. That's what Tank's known for. Hell, when he made Leo Santa Cruz move up from 126 to fight him at 130, when he made Leo Santa Cruz do that, Leo was back. But he knew, I can take these shots because Tank's tough. Let me give you guys a major update about Tank Davis. Tank Davis is a very, very he's an underachieving fighter. Tank is an underachieving fighter. Okay, he is. Good evening, Kurt. 305 here in Scotland. Colin, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Thank you for tuning in, man. That takes much sacrifice at 3 a.m., 305 in the building. Listen, he's a very underachieving fighter. Do you know why? Because the man, he's too tough for 135. He hits too hard for 135. Enough to take out guys at to stay at 135. He is an underachiever. Therefore, I don't give him credit that he needs or deserves because he doesn't do what he needs to do to show that he's best or better, period. You know what I mean? See, here's the thing. Tank Davis is short, but he's stocky. Okay? Yes, he hits hard because he has no business fighting at 135 anyway. He moved to 140. The punches were a little harder. They supposed to be, Tank. After he stopped Mario Barrios, after he took some punches, he took some friendlies. But after he done that, he went back to 135. That's a coward chicken shit move to me. That's all it really is. See, it would be different if he was Lomachenko. Lomachenko came from 122, 126, 130, then 135. Tank, 130, 135, 140. I'm not fighting nobody at 140. Like 140 scared him. I'm like, okay, well, what the hell? And to me, it's like, Mario Barrios. Yeah, that's what he said. That's who he fought, and he beat Mario Barrios. That means, yes, it's more serious, Tank, but it shows that you can still compete here. It just means the fighters are bigger, therefore they punch more and they punch heavier. And he didn't like that. That's that prima donna bullshit. See, what Floyd Pretty Boy didn't tell him, or what Floyd didn't tell any of these fighters, is that, hey, in order for me to get all these hundreds of millions of dollars, I had to do exactly what you guys are not doing and I'm not making you do. Wani Thomas in the building. Much love, brother. Counterpunch to you. You know what, Kurt? Your statement, I believe it's time for one entity to rule over boxing. Sick of the mega fights be missed over politics. Well, I mean, you see, you had Al Heyman, you had Eddie Hearn, you had Oscar De La Hoya, you had Bob Arum, and all of these guys, they pretty much lived in these sectors of boxing. They were all boxers, sure. Good left hook by Foster. They were all good boxers. But at the end of the day, it's just like you never saw how good people are. That's why boxing is booming now, because we're getting to see fights like Wilder, in whatchamacallit. See, we got Wilder and Parker. Sorry, whatchamacallit. Wilder and Parker showed you exactly what happens when fighters really fight each other and what actually truly happens. See, Wilder, yes, he had, he was rusty or whatever. Say what you want. But who's to say that shit wouldn't have happened anyway? See, who's to say, like, I think Wilder at the time, yeah, he fought Tyson Fury 100 times. Tyson Fury fought him 100 times. But other than that, there were no other challenges coming from anyone that could show those guys who are better than them. There was no one, okay? All thanks to Excellency Turkey. Absolutely. Kurt, who do you see winning this fight? I think Foster got him. I think Conceicao missed. Listen, boxing is so tedious because it's a timing game with boxing. That's why you got Tank versus Loma now. Because everybody knows Loma has missed a step and a half. Okay? You may say a step or two. I say a step and a half. He's still able to box and move, but he's nowhere near where he was 6 years ago. He just wasn't that guy. He wasn't this guy who he is. Now he's an older fighter, and Tank Davis is in his prime. But I think Tank, the narrative would be, oh, Tank's in his prime. He's better than he was. I don't think he was. I think Tank Davis was always the same type of fighter. He's been with the same trainer. He's done the same shit. I think Tank Davis has always been the same type of fighter. I think the only difference is it's not that these fighters get better. It's just these fighters that they're fighting get older. They missed the step. Therefore, they appear better than they are. And then the narrative would be, hey, Tank got better over the years. He would have got beat by Loma if they would have fought then. See, here's the problem. The problem with that is it would have been true for the wrong reasons. The truth of the matter is Tank would have got beaten by Loma because Loma was a different fighter then. He was the same fighter. Now, anybody can say anything once Tank knocks out Loma, tries to stop him, because that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to do something different than Orlando Salido. He's going to do something different from Teofimo Lopez. He's going to damn sure do something different than Devin Haney. He's going to try to stop and knock out Lomachenko, so everybody will look at him as some kind of little demigod sitting back in the cut at 135, where people forget real quick, bro, you went to 140 and a couple hard punches, you retreated your ass back to 135. And the reason I'm saying that about Tank is not because I think he's a bad fighter. I think he's a phenomenal fighter. I think he's an excellent fighter. I think he's a fucking savage. The only problem is all those things I said about him makes no difference to me. Why? Because he's not showing us how good he truly is. He's under that Floyd bullshit. Don't worry about the legacy. You just worry about the cash flow. You worry about the money. That's all. That's all you really need to. That's all you really need to worry about. This money. You don't have to fight all these tough ass fights. Don't worry about it. I did that too. Don't worry about it. You did that too. That's correct. And what did you get? You got hundreds of $1 million once you proved yourself that it took you years to come up in ranks, but eventually you did that, being the smaller guy. And now you're trying to prohibit your fighters from doing so because, just like Bernard Hopkins, they do not want their fighters or the fighters that come under them to do better than they do. And it's an ego thing to them. Okay? It's an ego thing. Floyd doesn't want Tank to do better than he did. Tank could be at 147 now if he put, everything to the test. He could do what he could have took out Barrios at 147. Stanionis. He could have took on Boots Ennis. He could have done that had he believed in legacy, because when legacy happens, when you start believing in legacy, the money's going to come, because the ideal of you wanting to bring entertainment and challenges to a certain weight class that you're not in, and you're the smaller guy with big cannons moving up in weight, okay, then you're showing like, whoa a minute, man, Tank wants who? He wants Boots Ennis. He wants Terrence Crawford. He wants Keith Thurman. He wants who? See, when you have that type of mentality, people are going to will it like turkey a la sheep. They're willing to pay you millions of dollars. Okay? So that's what it is. Floyd did that shit though. He fought Miguel Cotto. He fought Oscar De La Hoya. He fought Arturo Gatti. He fought Zab Judah. He fought Daryl Chop Chop Corley. He fought all these guys at different weight classes at different times. And he's telling his fighters, oh, you don't need to go up there. You don't need to go up there. It is just crazy. And everyone that was anyone, Floyd, Manny, Oscar De La Hoya, Sugar Shane Mosley, who else did the same shit? Okay, they did the same shit. They did what was asked of them to do. And they went up in weight. They showed, hey, and then guys like Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather, they beat Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya was a cash cow. Oscar De La Hoya was the guy to beat. Oscar De La Hoya was that guy. Okay? Just watch Fisher destroy Babbitt. Yeah, I saw that at St. Don. Crazy. Crazy stuff. Floyd never beat the best version of any. But here's the thing. I disagree with you. Floyd beat the best version of a lot of people. You just didn't know how good they were. Diego Chico Corrales was undefeated when he fought him. He fought a lot of guys that was undefeated. You know, it's just you didn't think how good they were until Floyd left the division. Okay. Daryl Chop Chop Corley was a good fighter. Zab Judah was hella good when he fought him. You know, so yeah, those type of fights happen for a reason. Michael, buckle in, counterpunch to you. I'm just watching Foster taking on Conceicao. It's a real sloppy fight right now, though. I mean, a real sloppy one. They're both kind of sloppy fighters. Ooh, good left hook from Foster. Conceicao, his timing's off. And see, that's what I'm talking about. See, that stuff there, like Conceicao needs to really work to the body because that's what's available. He needs to jab upstairs and drill to the body. And he needs to let Foster come in more. That's what he needs to do. The feints are good, but the feints don't mean anything if you don't let them work for you. Tank is all about the O. Well, I think he learned that from Floyd. See, he don't want to lose that. See, he can mess around and lose that type of stuff. See, guys like Tank Davis could have fought guys like Mikey Garcia. That's the money right there. He could have fought guys like that. You know what I mean? Like, but they knew. Floyd knew. Lomachenko was a special fighter. He was special. And they knew how special he was. You got a guy that came two-time golden Olympian, comes into the sport of boxing. He moves up through these weight classes and he's axing people. You know, Nicholas Walters. Bro, nobody makes Nicholas Walters quit. Lomachenko did. You know? I mean, a lot of people he did, man. He may just quit. Nicholas Walters destroyed Donito Donaire. You know? But yeah, Tank hits too damn hard. He's too good just to stay at 135 to me. You know, he's just wasting his time and talent. And it just shows you how complacent these guys want to be. You know, and that's the sad thing about it. Like Tank Davis, he should have kept moving. You know what I mean? And it just shows you, basically, this is what it shows you. It just shows you of guys like Tank, that regardless of the chin, the durability, the speed, the talent, the power, he doesn't really want to truly be tested. I think 140 scared the shit out of him, therefore he went back to 135. I don't want to fight at 140. I don't want to fight at 140. Conceicao should really go, like, he's getting caught with the left hook. He needs to tighten up that right hand upstairs because the left hook is catching him. When Foster comes in, he's bringing this glove down too much. And when he does that, bah! That's what it is. And see, Foster's athletic enough. Foster looks like a drunken retard. He looks like Sammy Davis Jr. But if you look at you know what I mean? But no, he sees everything. Seriously. And look, and see, Conceicao should work more on the body. He should come more of the body shots, but watch for the counters. And see, Conceicao's headhunting. And look, he's unsuccessfully headhunting. So what does that mean? That means eventually he's going to get discouraged. He's going to get tired of the same shit. You know, look at that right. Like, look at that overhand right. Good jab by Foster. Yeah, Foster's playing with him, dude. He's playing with him. AJ tweeted it. AJ tweeted what? Kurt, who would win, Moses Atoma versus Dylan White? Good right hand from Foster, man. Foster's real accurate, man. You could tell there's levels to this. There's why it's levels to this. Conceicao is a good, durable fighter to fight to keep you moving. Kurt, if Tank's new contract is real, will he be able to fight contenders and not champions and get paid? I don't know. Yo, Kurt, what's up? Hope you brought your blanket and pillow with you. Shakur might knock us all out back to bed. Julian Falcon. I hope that doesn't happen, man. I hope that doesn't happen. Tank, any small guy, he walks around at 175. No, you could like Tank Davis, bro. He is not like to fight at 135 and to go like and to stay at 145, 135. It's not. Look, he's cheating himself. He could be a lot better than what he is, and he's not living up to his full potential. That's all that really means. And here's the sad part: he doesn't care. He does not care about any of it. He's been with Floyd and Leonard's fucking spoiled cunts so long that he doesn't care about fighting anybody worth a while. See, now it's a cool thing to fight Lomachenko because that's the fight that they're pushing for him. Before he wasn't saying all that shit. The only body effort has putting in the single jabs to the body. Yeah, this dude's swinging. He's missing. He needs to shoot that jab. He needs to shoot that jab upstairs, right down to the body. He needs to catch that arm, that left arm of Foster. I would be punishing that right arm. I mean that left arm of Foster. That arm. I would take more. I would be hitting him to the point. Oh, good right downstairs for Foster. Kurt, how many years do you think Anthony Joshua will be around? Couple more. He ain't gonna be around long. I think at the end of next year, AJ will retire, regardless of what he does. He'll just retire. I mean, because the way Turkey Al Sheikh is making these fights happen, he's going to eventually lose or win. Kurt, how many? Okay, facts. Loma could easily outwork Tank, or Tank could sleep him. I mean, that's pretty much what it is. I think I think people are underestimating Loma because we already know Loma's not at his best, and they know that. They know he's not at his best. They know for a fact that he's not the guy that he once was. And because of that, a lot of people are looking at it like, okay, well, Tank's just going to, like, we're just looking for Tank to knock out Loma. I mean, Teofimo Lopez said the same shit, and that didn't happen. You know, you're right, Kurt. Tank has an advantage at 135. He gets to for 140. He has to rely more on power. Kurt, that's what scares him, I think. He knows he's not an idiot. He knows that those guys, see, Mario Barrios was decent. He was beating guys there. He was undefeated. And they threw him in there with Tank, and they made Tank move up to see what Tank was going to do at 140. Tank went up at 140 and did what he's supposed to do, but he took some punishment by punches. He took that doing it. I think AJ just wants either one more chance to unify or Fury's head on a mantle, and he's done. I don't see where it's nothing else for him to do. Honestly, for AJ, I mean, who else could he fight? He could fight Zhang. He could fight Joyce. He could fight Caballel. He could fight Parker. Uh, he could. Like, there's a lot of people that he could fight, but it's like he's only one man. I think Fury head can't take any punches. He's concussed every fight. Well, I just understand this. If when you're dealing with heavyweights, I would try not to talk about what people can't take, because I think it's better to say, "Hey, any heavyweight has the ability to hurt you." I don't think it's all about, "Oh, he's not durable no more." No, I don't think that's the case at all. I think when you get hit with any punch like that, yeah, it's going to take you over. I would have really loved to see AJ versus Hergovic. It would have been okay, but you know, even if Robson is missing most of his shots, some do land, and with extra activity, it sways the judges in his favor. Yeah, like durable. Yeah, man, just talking about durability and stuff like that, bro. You get caught with a punch, and look, you're talking about somebody that trains the punch, that trains their body for destruction, to bring someone to their destruction. So one catches you with a right hand and it does something to you. That's just the force of nature kicking in of what happens when you get hit with someone that has been trained to hurt you and to knock you out or to kill you, to score shots on you. Kurt, if Turkey can pull off his dream to have one league, then boxing will become the glory days again, and the undefeated record will be not praised as much. I don't think it should be praised at all. I don't understand the whole boxing thing, and it's sad because certain fighters, let's say they lose once or twice, their career's already over because they're not even in a position to. Okay, let's say Michael Hunter loses. Let's say he loses again. Nobody will care because he's not signed with anyone that could bring him anywhere that he needs to be successful at the fights that he wants to get made. Okay, so it's sad for a lot of fighters because a lot of fighters, man, I had that one. You'll see him working at a fucking grocery store and hands this big around, and it's like, dude, you're massive. I was a boxer back in the day. I had a couple good fights. I was 33-2. 33-2? You only lost twice? Yeah, it's a crooked bullshit business. Boxing is the sport that I love, that I hate so much. Tank Haney, I'm not. Tank needs to retire. Look. Ryan is finished. I got another video talking about Ryan, but that's coming out tomorrow. But Devin Haney and Tank, I don't want to see that necessarily because, for one, Tank's not going to 140 where Devin's a champion at. See what I mean? See, they're so bad. They're so bad to the point where they don't care if they don't care if they don't want fair fights. They don't. They don't want fair fights. Okay? Tank, as long as Tank's fighting anyone, he wants the Floyd. No, I'm sorry. We have the Floyd Mayweather treatment. He wants the concessions. He wants the absolute disadvantage to the other fighter. Like, why would you want someone to be weight drained, to be tired, to be disabled? Why would you want that? Like, is being undefeated that much to cripple a fighter's chances even further when it comes to fighting you just for the sake of fighting you? So I never understood that about a lot of these guys. You know, thrown 305 for Conceicao. He's landed 32. Kurt, you think Frank Sanchez will bounce back? I think he will. I think he will. I do think he will. Yeah, but I can see Conceicao was a lot better. But of course, here's the deal. I think Conceicao, yeah, cool. I think Conceicao is a fighter that's missed a step or two. Exactly, Kurt. Why the hell does Tank always have to have an advantage? Like, damn, Canelo doesn't do that as much. Well, I mean, I could care about any of them because they all do the same shit. All of them. See, if you notice, Canelo didn't want to fight Bivol because he didn't want to fight Bivol at 168 because he knew Bivol could whoop that ass at 168 because Bivol's not a huge guy. He doesn't have problems making weight. He's not a drinker. He's not a smoker. He's not a toker. He's a guy that is trained to do exactly what he does very, very well. And if he can do it at 175 and he can do it at 168, that means that Canelo has no belts at 168. He's not a champion at 168. That means that Canelo, despite all these, I want this weight advantage, this and that. And look, you have to give Canelo credit for doing what he did, though. The reason why is because he tried to take on the Russian Dragon. He tried to take him on. And he come up short. You can't take on guys like that, man. You can't take on guys like that and get away with it. Because he thought Kovalev, this is what he thought. He thought Kovalev was the be all and end all. He thought Kovalev was just still this beast. No, Kovalev, unfortunately, was a drunk. He was a drunk. Dude, I hate this light. Let's see. There we go. That's good. That's better. But, because I know it gives a glare. Easy styles make fights. Kurt Bivol's style is a nightmare. Man, Bivol was mixing this boy. Man, Bivol was just like, and it was in the crazy, his shots are so fluid. They're so fluid, like Manny Pacquiao. And I've always wanted to know what would have happened. Canelo's not really tall. He's just this Wolverine built bastard, right? He's short and bulky, stocky even, right? Thick neck, legs, okay? And I always wanted to know, like, okay, what will happen if Manny fought Canelo? Oh man, I got I got this select barrel. It's this kind of top shelf crown. I was looking for blackberry, but they didn't have it. So I got this instead. So it's a hand select barrel. It's more like a bourbon. So it's high on the horse. I'm uppity, so I only do top shelf stuff. You'll never catch me with Kentucky Deluxe. Really, you probably won't even catch me with Jack Daniels unless I'm out way butt fucking somebody offers it to me. But um if it's something that I pick up, it's gonna be stuff like that. Yeah. XO XR, which is the top. That's the $300 bottle. You can get an XO 18 year for like 150, but I don't really care for that. Give me the real one. Okay. Um, Kurt, you have fast hands. Appreciate it. Yeah. Canelo is a mini Iron Mike. Canelo's short and thick, but to have someone with that type of hand speed, you can kind of see how a fight with Canelo and Manny was going to go. Because see, Manny would have done the same shit. Manny would have ate his ass up with shots. Just ate him up with shots, bro. Now, knowing Canelo would eventually kept the guard high, absorbed a lot of punishment, absorbed a lot of punches, and then spat, you know what I mean? Caught Manny eventually, and I'm kind of glad that fight didn't happen. That fight was in talks. Canelo versus Manny Pacquiao for years. It was just like, okay, well, wait, who does what? Canelo can't move down, and Manny's not truly a big guy to be moving up. Pac-Man would have been all over Canelo. He would have been until he got caught. He would have to knock out Pacquiao to stop him. Kurt, you see Michael Hunter becoming heavyweight champion of the world? As much as I want to say yes, I just don't see how the avenue can work out for Hunter unless he has some type of plan on what he should do. Because see, here's the thing. Boxing is a story to be told. Okay? And I mean, not only a story of brute battles, but a story of business. In business, Mike didn't do the right business choices. Mike did the wrong things. Bro, listen. Oh, that was a good trade. Right hand for Foster Conceicao. And they're in the 8th round right now. As we've seen what happens, do you guys, okay, let me break it down to you, okay? Michael Hunter should have fought Hrgovic on a purse bid it wasn't in Bulgaria, it was in Romania, I believe. It was going to be in Bulgaria or Romania. He turned it down, okay? Because he turned it down, what happened? Hrgovic fought Zhang, beat Zhang. That's what gave Zhang the opportunity because nobody else wanted to fight Hrgovic. So Michael Hunter dropped off. Then he fights in decision Zhang. Then after he fights Zhang, he fights what's the guy from Australia? Cerrone, not Cerrone, but I forget his name. The Australian fighter. Okay. Then he beats the Australian fighter. Then he becomes the IBF because he was high on the IBF rankings. Since he was high on the IBF rankings, he was waiting for his title shot against Alexander Usyk. Well, Alexander Usyk just beat Joshua for the 2nd time. So he was sitting back waiting. Okay. Now, had Hunter fought Hrgovic, beat Hrgovic, he would have been the one sitting back waiting. Since that didn't happen, now Hrgovic gets he beats Mark Demori. Okay, so I can see Mike beating Mike Demori. I can see Mike beating him. What's the guy's name? I forget his name. What's the he beat Demori, but he beat another guy before that, and it was a real shitty performance. And I was like, I don't know about this Philip guy. So he beats those two guys, Then he's waiting for his shot. He has two powerhouse promoters behind him. He had Eddie Hearn, he had Sauerland, and they were both really putting the pressure on the IBF for the IBF to put pressure on the champion, which was Usyk at the time. Well, what has recently happened? Usyk gave up the belt after beating Tyson Fury for the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. Now, Daniel Dubois that beat Philip Hrgovic is the reason why he's fighting Anthony Joshua. Thus, pues, esta razón, tú tenemos una pelea con Joshua y Dubois. What I said was, the reason why Dubois is fighting Anthony Joshua now is because of Philip Hrgovic. That could have been Mike Hunter. Mike Hunter could have been in the days of damn reckoning, but he didn't know how big that boxing was going to be. I just don't see a way in. The only way in for Michael Hunter is through Turki Al-Sheikh. That's the only way. Jones is fighting a legacy fight, then interim champ. Okay? I don't think Hunter would have beaten Hrgovic. I don't know. I think, see, here's the thing. We don't know what Hunter would have done with Hrgovic. One thing I know about Hrgovic is not as good as we thought he was. Okay? He was not as good as we thought he was. Because he wasn't as good as we thought he was, I mean, he could have got upset. Let me try this. It's decent. So, yeah, that's a little history lesson, you know. There we go. Kurt, wait. Why the hell they stripped Usyk before his rematch with Fury? The winner won't become undisputed. No. See, I think it was ingenious. I think, you know, people can call it what it is. See, that just shows you the next and the last undisputed champion is Alexander Usyk. Mark my words, everyone. Michael Hunter is going to pull off a very big upset. I hope he does. I like Michael Hunter. I think Michael Hunter is a real cool dude, and I think if anybody deserves it, it's him. How marketable is he? I don't know. How good of a fighter is he? He's up there. You know, he just needs the opportunity. But you can no longer fuck over opportunities at 35 years of age. You know what I mean? He can't do that anymore. He can't afford to do that anymore. Oh, great. A fucking headbutt. That's just, yeah. Kurt, you make me want a cold drink now. I mean, this is a good sipping whiskey. It's a good sipping whiskey. Yeah, it's definitely like a bourbon. You know, it's something that you want to kind of, you know, throw on a little ice, one big ice cube, and just kind of sip on. You know? So it's 10 to 12. Dude, Foster looks like a total retard when he fights. He fights like... Touch gloves 21 in the building. Counterpunch to you. Thanks for agreeing CC Motion. Looks like a black Popeye. He looks funny as hell. When he Dude, Conceicao bloody. Not from that damn headbutt. Oh, good overhand right. Hey, Foster's bleeding too. He's bleeding from his right brow. Bakahir Jololov will become heavyweight champion of the world. Adari, yes, I hope so. For your sake, I hope so. I mean, because I haven't seen him either. I mean, but understand, like, those guys like that, you don't hear anything about, and you can tell that they don't have the opportunities that other people have. Touch Gloves 21 coming in with that deuce. Coming in with that 2 pounds. Much love to you. Appreciate it. Much love. Keep it coming. Look at Curry, man. You're the definition of boxing, of a boxing old head. Did you see Bam's recent performance against Estrada? That shit was good. Yeah, old Bam Rodriguez. I'm hearing good things about that cat. Anthony Jackson in the building. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Wilder was never going to stop being the top of the food chain. So sick of Wilder and his delusional fans. Well, you know what? He would have stayed around longer, but at some point somebody was going to beat him. If he was going to be beat, it would have happened. And I mean, because it did. You know, Parker was a guy that showed you what a good game plan, pedigree, levels, what it meant. Okay, he showed you who he was, and versus he showed you also who Wilder was. See, these guys are not what you think they are. Okay, and see, I love exposing fighters. I love when it comes down to who says they're good versus who is really good. You know what I mean? Those type of things. You know. Let's hear Shakur. Let's hear Shakur.
It'll be a master class. Scary. Scary. I seen him go in an interview and say, he would never fight me. I don't understand how he can say no to making money. Champion at 140 pounds. This is a WBC champion.
Well, well, for one, Stevenson's younger, and then Stevenson's smaller, and I think it's almost like, where someone like Johnny Tapia and Edwin Valero. Edwin Valero's a lot bigger than Johnny Tapia. They're both crazy MFers though. Sharp boxers beat the punchers. Kurt Wilder had a great chance to become undisputed and cash out. Didn't they offer a rematch clause? Well, no. I mean, just Wilder had opportunities that he didn't. He had cards he never used. That's all. Yeah, Conceicao is very one-dimensional. What's good, fam? We here. Shouts out to y'all live from Waco. Carlos Valenciano. Hey, Carlos, man, are you ready? No, the burger's ready. Did Nate get knocked out? Foster rubbernecking, though, boy. He's on that Floyd shit. And he's throwing the same punches. Like, he needs to mix it up. Like, that shit's crazy. He's throwing hooks, and those hooks are being blocked. Didn't Wilder have an issue with Tyson Fury's gloves? Mm-hmm. Nobody else did, though. And you know the weird thing is, he fought with the same damn gloves with all those other fighters. Same color and everything. He fought the same color with um, Derek Chisora. Um, what's the UFC's fighter now? Yeah, he hasn't thrown an uppercut. He hasn't did anything like that. Kurt, where should Shakur go next? Do you think he leaves Top Rank or signs with another promoter? I mean, I don't. I mean, who the hell? Where is he gonna go? I mean, who's gonna want him? Who's gonna want him? Ngannou, that's it. I could not think of his name for whatever, and that's sad. I guess out of sight is out of mind, man. You know, and then on top of that, he just lost a child, and that's not right. Yeah, Francis Ngannou. Let's see here. He should stay with Top Rank and fight Murataya. Mm. Roy Jones Jr. just lost a son like 2 weeks ago as well. Yeah, yeah, I heard about that. Come on, hit the likes, peeps. Yeah. Look at Conceicao. Conceicao is now like, and you can tell Conceicao wants to win. It's just he doesn't have the ability. He doesn't know how to adjust. He doesn't know how to, his punch placement's all off. He needs to make his hooks a lot tighter. You know, the dude looks like he's looking crazy as shit. Someone just threw a gazelle punch like old Frazier. Yeah, he just did. And it's crazy though. Like Constance throws a shot and just like kind of, oh man, yeah, he slipped on that one. That sucked. Kurt, you ever dabbed in steroids? I know rec league softball players doing it for an edge. No, I never liked the effects of what I heard. 13 seconds left, guys, before the main event. You don't like the idea of roids making your ball smaller. Nope, or anything else smaller either, pal. You know how that shit goes. Hold on just a second. Kurt don't like any drugs, even script ones, except in emergency. Yeah, don't go that route. Damn. Yeah, that would suck. Like, don't feel down here. Feel this. Ah. Oh! Nah, man. No, absolutely not. That's funny.
In the corner ball, the white ball.
Dante, hey. Ugh. Yeah, Foster just, he did a spit shine job, you know.
But those are paltry numbers.
You know, Conceicao, like, hey, I think I won this.
Official decision. Anthony Lundy scores the bout 116-112 in favor of Conceicao.
Whoa! What?
116-112 in favor of Foster. Mark Lyson scores the bout 115-113 for your winner by split decision. And the new WBC.
Oh, they robbed Foster! Oh my God! They robbed this man! Oh no! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
That is a gift.
Oh my God! They robbed this man!
He didn't even touch this.
They robbed this man! And I'm just doing this because I gotta get with the El Gente de Brasil. That is crazy. Listen. What? Yeah, when I see, whoa! Oh my God! Oh, Foster. Oh my goodness. That's wild. Listen, that. Oh, Foster, bro, I'm so sorry, man. That's sad. Oh my God. And here's the thing. Oh my God. It, oh my God. What? Hold on, man. What?
This what the fulfilled promise looks like.
Obrigado, Dios. Obrigado, mi familia. Obrigado. Listen. Oh my God, dude. Kurt. Look, I'll call the cops. There's been a robbery. Dante, absolute. Here's the thing. I feel bad for Foster. And look, understand, this is boxing. Now you guys see what where's my damn, I can't find it. But look. This is the sport that I love that I hate so much because of this shit right here. Because of things that happen like this. Man, look. He's crying, bro. He's mad. He's angry. Man, that's sad, bro. They robbed that man. This man, bit, bat. And I'm thinking, like, what? That's sad, man. That's sad. Listen. Oh my God, man. I feel bad for him. I feel so bad for this guy because see, that just shows you though what happens when you get in there with the wrong fighter. When you don't have the protection. These things can happen. Más golpes, you know what he said? He said, I'm through more punches. Mucho más golpes, yeah.
To connect a few of the strikes, but yes, the reason why I didn't connect even more, didn't strike even more, was because he was actually, he kept on moving. If he just stuck there instead of just keeping on going around.
That's sad. Now, they're calling this man a runner. You just heard these guys call this man a runner. That means, oh, that's crazy. Oh, man. I feel bad for Foster, bro. I feel bad for him, man.
I don't know. I thought it was a shutout. I don't know.
Oh, man. 12 fight win streak snap, bro.
That's what I'm saying, man. I thought it was a shutout. I don't know, man. I thought it was easy, man. I thought it was an easy fight. I didn't get touched with a headbutt. Like, I don't know, man.
What do you do? Where do you go from here? I know how much you put into this. I know how hard this
Yeah, that's sad, bro.
I'll be back. But I want the rematch. Of course, I want the rematch. They stole this fight from me. I just wanted to show the world I can bang it out. And if I want to, I don't have to get touched. But I guess it wasn't good enough for the judge.
shot. I don't know if you're entitled to an automatic rematch, but you do have another fight this year on your contract with Top Rank. Right now, what do you want? Keith, here's manager. What do you guys want?
Rematch. ASAP.
We have to get this rematch, Mark. He didn't touch him the whole fight, Mark. The whole fight. That shot is slipping. Hey, look, I saw the same fight you all did. Anyway, great. Congratulations. As always, you fought with your heart. Congratulations, both. Thanks.
Oh man, I feel bad for him, man, because that discourages the competitive spirit, bro. I mean, you know what I mean? Like you got guys like Conceicao, and look, and here's my thing. I'm gonna full circle with this. You know, Shakur Stevenson, he better watch the hell out. That's all I'm gonna say. You know what I mean? Like Shakur, he been talking shit about Top Rank. He been talking shit about nobody want to fight him. He had a shit performance last time. He better be careful. You better come in there and do something. Show somebody something. Foster was robbed. Carl Brown, shout out to you for that 5 pounds, brother. Foster was robbed. And as for those two of those judges, well, what is wrong with these judges? Carl, bro, that was bad, man. That was bad. And I'm going to tell you, it's all bad. You get different judges in there. You stop with all these fucking people that we never heard of. We never heard of these guys. We've heard of we've heard of them from the last time they judged, but who the fuck are they? Who are they really? What credentials do they have to judge a damn fight? Were they ex-fighters? Were they amateur fighters? Were they ex-trainers? Or are they current trainers? We don't know anything about these people. These people are just bought and just selected to be on someone's panel to watch two fighters fight and do their thing where we don't know what their credentials are. We don't know anything about any of these guys or gals. We don't know them from a can of spray paint. What qualifies these people to judge these damn fights and do that, man? Like that young man, I feel bad for Foster, bro. Foster, man, it got me kind of teared up because I'm like, man, because you could tell this man had, you know what I mean? You could tell this man knew I was wronged and I can't do shit about it. You know? Now, when I mention full circle, I'll say this before I get back to my rant because this shit ain't over. As you guys know, when I seen Rob Conceicao, I remember Conceicao in 2021. He fought a fighter, an undefeated fighter from California called Oscar Valdez. Oscar Valdez fought him, a very mediocre fight. Rob Conceicao beat this man easily. He, you know, just put him, just beat him out, pointed him out, did every fucking thing to him. They robbed him too. You know, and it's like, okay, wait a minute. Why would you rob this Brazilian guy when he won the fight? Well, the money. But what I can't understand, why would you then turn around and rob him trying to, what are you trying to give him back a win that he didn't deserve because y'all took a win from him that he did deserve? Bro, you've been yapping for the last hour. I feel bad for the brother. This is his life and we saw it tonight. I felt bad for Foster too. He was legit in tears trying to hide it, but you know how you could see all the air deflate out of him. Yeah, man, you could tell he was hurt on that shit. He was hurt on that shit. He was hurt. The next art that I draw for you is you're saying the sport that I love that I hate so much. Psycho Crusher, absolutely. I look forward to seeing it. But there's a reason I said that shit. I said that shit just because, like, it is. I love this sport, but I hate this motherfucking sport. I love it, but I hate it. All at the same time. Because of shit like this. You look at fighters, okay. See, Foster, yes, he had a couple losses. So sue him. Why? It's a trip. Now, you know, it's terrible. It's terrible, man. Stream, what the hell did you expect? We are here to see him, give him options and takes, not sit there in silence. Oh, wait a minute. Who said that? Bro, we've been hearing you yapping for an hour. Dude, get the, just, where he at? Where he at? Get out of here, dude. Just go. Just go. Yeah, man. It's like that's why you're here. I mean, there's no fight to be commentated. The fight's over. Now, and I normally don't do that. It's just like, oh, you heard you up for an hour. Okay. How about for a half an hour we don't hear from you at all? How about that? And that's terrible.
And that has dogged him ever since through his entire contract negotiations, through the public perception of him, until we're here right now, tonight, where he can do something about it.
Yeah, that Los Santos. Yeah, I remember that shit fight. I don't know, man. That was crazy. The only silver lining I see about this is I seen Rob Conceicao robbed too. But guess what, people? Two wrongs don't make a right. They don't make a right. You've been getting weird comments in your videos too. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they're just been Ryan Garcia fans. And it's a trip though. Like, I don't know, man. I was talking to Showbiz early today. I got a video about him and his stance on Ryan, which, nobody likes what the fuck he did. I think so. I can't wait to get to Ryan shit. I'm gonna do all that tonight. Yeah, I know. Touch Gloves 21. Don't come if you don't want to listen. I mean, I think he needs to. He likes to listen. I just think now he's going to be able to just listen without responding. Nobody likes it when Ryan did. Just made everything messy for no reason. Isa Al Dalsari, what's up? Abdul Wakil, these fighters still depending on promotional companies to promote them instead of social media and themselves. I mean, if that's the guy, I would too. Never understand when people tell you to stop yapping in your own stream. I don't know. That's why I did that out of just reflex. That was a counter punch. How about you counter your ass out of here? You don't want to hear me talk. Well, that's fine. You can still hear, you're here. I feel bad for Foster though, man. Man, he got the belt stripped from him and everything. Kurt, do that champ is here beat on the drums. The champ is here. The champ is here. Oh, man. Into the way. Thanks, brother. Absolutely. Foster should have been more active. Kurt could have easily won those judges over if he just went to the body more and then he went combos instead of the jabs, more counters and combos. I see what people are trying to say. I hear what you're trying to say, Julian. But at the end of the day, that's just like the shit they said about Erislandy Lara when he fought Canelo. Well, he could have done more. What fucking more could you do besides the punches that you thrown versus the punches that you landed? You had a higher knockout percentage. You won more rounds. What the fuck is the problem? You know what I mean? Like when people say that, like, oh, I think you could have done it, could have showed them more. should have showed who more. Obviously, they didn't believe he won based on the fight that he won. So I don't get what, like, he could have done this. He could have done a little and showed a little bit of this and a little bit of that. You know, and it's like, listen, why would you even have to do that when you're winning? Conceicao should have shown that. Conceicao threw a lot of shots, but he missed a lot of shots. And it just shows you that these judges have no fucking business being judges, because they can't see the difference between looking at a fight just like this, watching a fight, two fighters, one landing more and the other one's blocking more punches and landing more punches. You know what I mean? You can't tell, okay, he threw 5 punches, but damn, none of them landed. So where am I? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what the hell's wrong with these people. Did you see Ryan's new tweet saying he does what he wants? Yeah, I see that. But Ryan is soon to be, I don't want to talk about Ryan. Period. I ain't going to talk about Ryan. That's it. Because I got enough to say about him. He gives me enough material. Great, Ryan. So I don't have anything to say about him right now. Now we're talking about this robbery. They do the best they can on the night. Ryan has left the building. He has. For good. And that's good. Ryan's antics are starting to... Okay. He's gone. Judges prefer pressure over accuracy. Pure and simple. No, that shouldn't be the case. That shouldn't be the case at all. But of course, I think there is not enough pressure, and there's not enough criticism and accountability from these judges that I think that they should be under. I think these judges should sit down in front of all of the commentators and ask, what fucking fight were you watching? You know, I think it should be, there's a lot of things you can do with the technology that we have today. For one, we could watch the judges watch the fight. You know? Shakur better show out or illegal choose NyQuil over. It's going to go to sleep. NyQuil cheaper. I agree. The judges, and it starts having with real criteria. Yeah, they have to show. They have to be held accountable. They have to show that. I think they need to give us explanations on what. Like, I'm sick of fucking judges. Well, that's what I saw. Well, obviously, motherfucker, that ain't good enough. And if you can't tell us nothing else besides what you saw, we don't need you as a judge no more. And in that case, these judges, probably 75% of them need to be replaced. And I guarantee you, 75% of the judges, I think what judges have probably figured out in this crooked ass sport that I love, that I hate so much, boxing, they've probably figured out how to make their money and their cut based on what they do or what they've been called or assigned to do. It's a hustle. Think about it. Oh, well, let's say those judges, 2 of those 3 judges, have decided to bet on Conceicao. Think about it. If you were a judge and you knew, well, fuck, let me get my uncle, let me get my brother, let me get my sister, let me get my cousin, let me get my mother, let me get my father, let me get one of these guys to bet against Foster, knowing that if Conceicao won, hey, $30,000 says Conceicao wins on points. Think about it. The higher the higher the bet, the higher the amount of money you get back. Think about the return. Think about the odds. Think about the people that actually bet on Andy Ruiz to beat Anthony Joshua in 2019 in June, not December, but June. See, this is a lot different than people think. It might not even been, oh, boxing is so corrupted. Boxing is corrupted because they know these fighters are going to get paid hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions. Okay? So they get a salary for judging this fight. Well, what if, hey, how about Judge A and Judge C? Judge A and Judge C get together and say, you know what? How about we judge this fight for Conceicao based on the odds, and let's get someone outsourced to bet on those fighters? How about we do that? Think about it. They only get a short suspension at the most. They do nothing. They got nothing to lose. The same judge who gave Canelo the Bivol fight somehow gave Haney both Loma and Garcia fight. Let that impregnate in your traffic, your through traffic. Well, it just makes sense. It's a paper trail. But understand, I think it's all about betting. I think they do that because they know, hey, if we can if we can dictate how a fight goes, why can't we make money on the back end? Ward training Shakur. Yeah. Oh, that is Ward. You know what? I didn't think I looked at him, but I didn't even recognize him. That's crazy. Maybe because he was wearing a hat. And then Bob talking about how disgusting the British referees are so disgraceful. Crazy. Oh, that's bad. They don't even hear him rapping. That's terrible. Okay. Crosby, 1968, I guess. My dog just took a shit on the floor. Fuck's sakes. Shakur don't like getting his jersey dirty at all. Yeah, the refs can do certain things. I mean, but but I think if the fight, unless look, none of it's field proof because yeah, you can bet money on the person, but what if someone gets knocked out? So it's still risky. It's a risky deal. I didn't know Shakur was religious. I mean, I don't know much about Shakur. I think it's best. Damn, she fine. I think what's best is like to know more about this guy. He just needs to do better for his brand. Seriously. Seriously. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Oh. Touch Gloves coming in with that $2 love, or should I say that £2 love? I'm sorry. Touch Gloves coming in. Kurt, who wins? Moses Atoma versus Frank Sanchez. I don't think Moses is ready for someone like Sanchez yet. I'm just going to call it a buck. See the betting odds, negative 3,500. So the betting odds are in his favor. You would think Shakur having Andre Ward or Terrence Crawford in could come in fighting harder. Nah, he just don't like to get hit. It's a very interesting night of boxing, people. I'm glad I'm here from it. I just don't think Shakur's built like that. Well, we'll see. Universum. Yeah, that's the company that used to promote Gennady Golovkin. Didn't Ryan's Garcia's brother? I don't know. Here we go. Ah, that's what it is. I was thinking, what the hell is Artem doing? He kind of did this kind of weird deal. He stepped on his foot and slipped. So it was a slip because his hand movement did something real funny. Ah, okay. He also promoted the Klitschko's. Artem's already doing the wrong thing. He's trying to hook when I don't think he should be hooking. I think he should be more of the jab, jabbing on the from the outside, jabbing inward, still promoting the pressure, and then when in doubt, go to the body. See, Stevenson, his reflexes, his athleticism is pretty much his go-to. Yeah, that sucks, Julian. Good body punch by Stevenson. I seen a body shot landed. No, good body punches from Artem. Oh, good counter from Artem. Interesting first round. I mean, he's skilled. He's good. Shit, it's like watching a fishing pole. Yeah. Philly fly boss on board already. Yeah, I'm just kind of like, okay. I mean, first round was okay. Yeah. It was a fill out round. It was a fill out round. So round two, ding ding. Here we go. Here we go. You got 3 punches to 2. Single punch outputs, right? Single digits. It's crazy. Oh, good left uppercut from Shakur. He springs up like a chicken. Yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised he's not going to the body either. I don't know what he's doing, really. He's just kind of, it's like he's trying to take his time to do something, but he doesn't know what that something is. He threw a right to the body there, okay? He threw a jab to the body. I don't know how good they landed, if they landed at all. Sweets Lions Lab counterpunch to you. Mac Weed, yeah, I did. See, Artem, he's going, and look, I like what he's doing. He's just pressuring Shakur back into the corner, and he's throwing 1, 2, 3, 4 punch. He's just unloading with these shots. But here's the deal: he should do more of that. He should just do more of that. Go to the body. He's try. I know he's trying to land something upstairs, but go to the body, and it's like, okay, because Shakur Stevenson is quick, bro. You know what I mean? Look, pin him, cut the ring off, stop him from moving, because eventually he's going to get uncomfortable. Once he does that, and see all that shit he's doing. See, look at Artem. All that shit he's doing. Just go to the body, bro. There you go. Right hand to the body. Right hand to the body. Yeah, he should let his hands go. How the hell? Like, look, Conceicao was able to steal a fight from a guy just by throwing fucking punches. That's crazy. I mean, you trying to be. You know, you're trying to be that way in a fight that obviously these refs don't give these judges don't give a damn about. They ain't giving a damn about what you got going, how accurate you are. You know? And sad is there are probably morons that score like that. Oh, he threw more punches, give it to him. Damn, he only landed 30 out of 300. You know, he thrown more. Shakur just spent 2 rounds getting pushed onto the ropes. 2-0 RTM. How does let's see the thing about Stevenson? Stevenson he's not landing enough shots, okay? He's not landing enough shots in the defensive mode to really sway anything that's convincing. See, you got guys like these you know, and see, our Tim, okay, they warned him about, I guess, punches behind the head or whatever. Good jab to the body by Stevenson. Oh, good right. Good right punches. Straight right and a right uppercut lands for Artem. Look, Stevenson, no, when you start smiling, yeah. That's a sign of embarrassment. Like, dude, yeah, this dude just knocked the shit out of me. That was some good shots. Oh, good double right hand lands for Artem. Straight left for good chopping left. Both from Stevenson. I mean, Tim's right though. He's not willing to engage. That's his problem. See, and then what people don't understand, he's standing in the middle of the ring with Artem. Okay? Normally, Artem would have to follow his ass. You know? See, he's trying to retreat. Ooh, good right uppercut for Stevenson. He said Shakur is literally Adrian Broner. Yeah, I hope he doesn't become like him. Boom, 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 boom. Close round, edging it to Artem 3-0. Artem. Yeah, that could punch count. Yeah, I thought that was bullshit too. I'm thinking, well, yeah, but I think what happens, this may be like some damage control from the last fight. Yeah, I seen that shit too. I'm like, damn, Shakur landed 10 punches in that one round. Mhm. Maybe if he flashes his dimples, he may win. Good left hook from Artem. That was a good one. Good straight left from Shakur, though. Ooh, good straight right from Artem. I'm just wondering where's the next Floyd? Where's the next Pretty Boy at? I don't see him. I see a lot of hesitant, too, like boy Mayweather, just just putting punches together. And you don't have to hit like a sledgehammer to put good shots together to accumulate a knockout or a TKO. Stoppage, droppage, bars. I don't understand it. I'm glad I kept my ass in Philly because if I went to watch this, I'd have a hard time driving back with this smoozer. Hmm. Yeah, like Warden or Bud upbringing put a chip on their shoulder for life. I just get spoiled. Brat vibes from Shakur. Yeah. He wants all these fights and he's doing but he's having all these like mediocre performances like this. Like he's in the pocket. It's just he's not a killer. He's not a monster. He's just a boxer. And see, like when guy like see Artem is throwing punches like that. He's throwing these chopping punches that are either laying partially, landing partially, going through some of the gloves, some of them, you know, pretty soon. Good counter from Shakur. Um, oh, good right hand. And Shakur comes right back with the left. Oh, Tank will fight him at 135. I mean, that's just, that's his comfort weight. Yeah, he'd fight him but then, here's the thing. Shakur is smart enough not to get knocked out either. So a fight between him, like just like Tank's coach said, Calvin, we ain't gonna fight him. Why would we fight him and he's boring? Because see, Shakur will fight you in a way, being a southpaw, he'll fight in a way that he will make it debatable that he won or not. People may hate the way he would fight Tank, but he would fight Tank close. He would He would work off those punches, those counters, all that leg movement. Oh, good 1-2 by Stevenson. Good jab by Stevenson. Oh, good straight chopping hook from the rear from Stevenson. But I'm thinking like, okay, where's this running he said that that R10 was going to do? Damn, Shakur. It just, dude, if he came out like, just give us something, dude. He's too damn cautious. It'll take him a while to, if he was going to knock out Shakur, it would take him a while. It wouldn't be anything early. Tank knocks out Shakur. Would love to see that fight next. You know what Stevenson's problem is, though? I'm going to tell you straight off the press. He likes to take pictures when he punches. It's never a good thing. Especially fighting someone like Tank. Tank, spot, spot. He will catch you under your shots, and then he likes to sit there and watch the shots land. He likes to sit there too long. And when you sit there too long, when you take a picture with your punches, you're bound to get knocked out. Loma usually put on a show with opponents like this. Stevenson makes it look like they have a chance against him. Ooh, good left hook landed for Artem. There's a 3-punch combination. Oh, good straight right. Dude, and I'm going to tell you, here's the weird thing. Stevenson better watch out. He better put that guard up. This guard here is too low, and he gets caught. He's getting caught with this overhand right from Artem. He's getting caught with that shot. Yeah, keep your damn guards up. Stevenson better be careful though, bro. Because this guy still has some sting on his damn shots. So if he gets caught with that wrong punch, because this guard is down, Bovesi. Stevenson's coming in. He throws a 1-2, 3-punch combination on the inside. He needs to pick it back up. Chop him down. If he's going to do that, He needs to chop him down. You know what I mean? Like, keep sticking it on him. You know what I mean? Take it to him. So true, Kurt. He likes admiring his punches. See, there's no head movement. There's no after, there's no there's no after counter reaction. You know what I mean? There's no counter reaction from him. He just likes to sit there and he likes to do that. And you got to be careful, man. You got to be careful. I mean, 74 punches landed for Stevenson versus 31. Of course, Artem has thrown more. You know. I don't understand the punch stats either. They couldn't be that damn bad. I think they're doing damage control from the last fight. I think what they're really doing, they're just, again, two wrongs don't make a right, right? Ooh, good counter from Stevenson. Because here's the thing, I don't understand Stevenson. Because Stevenson, it's not like Stevenson is getting a lot of pressure from Artem. He's not getting that anymore. He's not getting that anymore. He should just really be, chopping him down, looking for shots. And he's not doing that. He's just kind of throwing and landing a shot here, taking a picture with the shit, then moving, then smiling, then puts his mouth out like he's done something so solid that everybody should see my expression based on what I've done. Good left uppercut from Stevenson. Ooh, good body punch from Stevenson. Ooh, good chopping double left from Stevenson. Decent fight. James Bash coming in with that cash. Peace, Kurt. The fight is boring. By the way, have you watched the official documentary for Knockout Chaos in the Zone? I just saw it today. It was pretty good. Documentary. No, I'm gonna check it out though, man. I'm definitely gonna check it out though. Great. Keep them coming, James Bash. Always loving me and coming in with that cash. Got it 4-3 to Shakur. I mean, Shakur, he's just doing what Shakur's doing, isn't he? Yeah, that's a good chopping left. See, he knew Artem was going wide, and he came on the inside of the wideness. I think Shakur's taken the lead the last couple of rounds. Yeah, Artem, he's not landing anymore, man. He's not landing anymore. And see, I don't like. Look, Shakur's. He's oh, good left hook. You better watch that shit. You don't know how heavy-handed this guy is. But he's walking down Artem, but he's not doing enough. Look at his selection. He's too busy worried about getting punched instead of having faith in his own defense. You know what I mean? Just the you know what I mean? You're going to get hit with some shots. But Shakur is just kind of stepping in. Look, he did a 1-2, then a left hook to the body. And that's like, he doesn't do enough. He's boring. He's just boring, dude. I'm sorry, just boring. You know what I mean? He's just like one of those guys. He takes his time. And he's in a situation where he's he's winning the fight, but it's like with Shakur, like people look at Shakur, and Shakur is supposed to see Shakur's supposed to be a boogeyman. Mr. Crow, what's good, Curl? Second Shakur fight, I need a strong black coffee. Yeah. Ah. Damn. Yeah, man. People are looking at this. They're like, "Damn, Shakur, what you gonna do, man? You gonna put hands and feet on this dude? Put hands and feet? Boring like Money Mayweather. See, Mayweather just knew how to win fights. He just did it so long. He just had a patent. He knew like, hey, I can't lose from you based on your punch stats. You know what I mean? Anybody beats Floyd. Floyd knew, okay, if someone turned it up on Floyd, Floyd would turn it up on them. It's already 9 of 12. And it's like, dude, what are we looking at? We're looking at some shit that it still looks like it's round 4. It's almost, to me, it's like fill out rounds. Like Stevenson is like he doesn't throw enough shots. He's not like he like okay. Stevenson, he threw one, two, three, four punches. But it's like for Stevenson, and here's the problem with his punch variety, he doesn't punch hard enough to make impact with his fighters that he's hitting. That's his problem. See, Shakur, he's very good. He's accurate, but his punches are not really risky. You know, they're just kind of a, see, where's that straight? He should be throwing like I don't know, man. I don't know, like Stevenson. And it's crazy because he's throwing shots, then he gets caught with shots, then he gets back in the shell. Now he's taking a lot of punches. He's taking left hooks to the body. Another he drops that hand. That left hook hurt Shakur. That hurt him. And see, this is look. That was a low blow. That was a low blow. Hold on. No, no, no. I don't think he wants to know. Artem don't want to stop this action. Because Artem was starting to get in his shit for a second. See, when Shakur started to open up, Shakur's problem is, like I told you guys, he likes to throw punches and take pictures with his punches. See, he's throwing punches. He's throwing these little shots. But here's the thing. Oh man, that was a good exchange because this is the first time I actually seen punches come down to the body and land for Stevenson around that right guard. So he started hitting him, and Stevenson went from this to this. Once you see someone go downstairs and you see a fighter go this like this to this, that means that body punch has affected them at some type of capacity. Okay? There goes Shakur punching guys in the dick. Shakur over there in the corner laughing off, touching up. He's just not got it. No, man, the dude really got in his shit that time. That was a good round. Sunshine, love from France in the building. Okay, here we go. There's Terrence Crawford out there, and behind him is Andre Ward, the whole squad. Undefeated, pound for pound greats. Shout out to them. And you know something's crazy. It's a trip because I'm looking at Artem. He has this little sneaky right hand. It's just kind of it's weird. So you got people out there with their hands folded. Ooh, good right. Ooh, good slip. Because that would have been a chopping right hand to avoid from Stevenson. Ooh, good right hook from Stevenson. I know people were calling the last fight sparring match. Ooh, good right hook from Stevenson. Ooh, good straight left from Stevenson. Good jab from Artem. Yeah, here's my thing. Stevenson just needs to worry about his combinations. I think he's trying too hard to be accurate. And because so, he has a tendency to take pictures with those damn shots. He likes to sit there and sit in front of a fighter, okay? And sit there and throw punches, sit there and throw punches, especially when he goes down to the body. He gets shot, back, back, and he gets caught every so often. He does that shit against Tank Davis, he's going to sleep. I'm just going to tell you that. Yeah, Pitbull Cruz. Oh, I would love to see Cruz and Stevenson. What? Because Cruz is not going to stop. Because Cruz ain't worried about how accurate his punches are, how pretty, how you know what I mean? How did they land? No, he's chopping away. He's like a pit bull dog. He bites down. You know, pit bulls, they bite down and they don't let go. And that's the fighting style of Pitbull Cruz. And see, Stevenson sitting there trying to be pretty about everything. Dude, sometimes you got to get nasty. Because sometimes in a boxing fight, a fight breaks out. Cruz will eat Shakur up. Shakur's coach is telling him to stop being cute. Dude, that's what I've been telling. He's trying to be too damn pretty. It's 11 to 12. You don't know how this damn fight is being judged. We just know Artem has thrown more punches. Shit, we knew that about Conceicao. Shakur talks back to his coach too much. Yeah, he needs to shut up. Shakur's going to get knocked out. And then if he gets knocked out, he's either going to turn into a Adrian Broner or he's going to become a better fighter. One of the two. He's either going to sink or fucking swim. That's what's going to happen to him. Bars. That's it. This is a bore fest. Crawford fights in less than a month. At least this should be good. Crawford, that's what I don't understand. Crawford knocks people out. Stops you, drops you, knocks you out cold. One of them. You know, Crawford, I just wish he would have fought earlier this year. That would have helped him a lot better. You know, somebody like Keith Thurman or somebody like that. See, Errol Spence, it was his fault, though. See, Errol Spence is, you know, he's trying to fight that big, tall, whatever the hell he is, Fondura. Well, understand, too, Crawford won't be by himself. He got Jarrell Miller. He got Ruiz on that card. He has a few other people. He also has McCauley, and he also has McCauley and Jared Anderson. So there's mega fights on that. I don't see what Shakur's learning from Crawford. He ain't learning nothing from Crawford. Crawford's a fucking style bender. You don't learn from Crawford. Crawford is just unlearned. Just like Roy Jones Jr. Listen, let me tell you something about those guys. Those guys have their own styles, and their own styles have helped them to be great, all-time great legends of the game. But when you start to try to take someone and take their attributes away to only substitute them for someone else's natural, innate attributes, like Terrence Crawford and Roy Jones Jr., that's what you're going to run into. You're going to run into disappointment because you can't do that. You can't make a Jamal Charlo Roy Jones. You can't make a Chris Eubank Jr. a Roy Jones. Just like you cannot make a Shakur Stevenson a Terrence Crawford. You can't do that. That's not how it's not how it's supposed to be done. I'm sorry. Shakur, I don't know. I mean, he should be. And if he's not, listen, here's the thing. If Shakur's not, he's going to lose. And he's going to lose because he's not exciting. And on top of that other shit that he said, sometimes you can dig a hole for yourself. People leaving already. People don't want to see this shit. People want to see somebody get knocked out. You know, if people are leaving already, I mean, it's Shakur's fault. He should have done more. He should have stopped talking to his coach stupid. Look, they're leaving. They're not giving a damn. I mean, they're leaving, bro. That's sad. You can't teach warrior instinct. Psycho crusher. Counterpunch to you, bro. You can't teach certain shit, man. What's understood shouldn't have to be explained. Yeah, Keyshawn Davis did look good tonight. But these people are leaving. People are getting the hell out of here because they're like, look, this is the 12th round. We've seen the same shit we saw the last fight with Shakur Stevenson. I'm sorry. He's just not exciting. He's on some amateur shit, claiming to be elite, and he's not. He's just, he has good skills. I mean, Shakur Stevenson's name might as well be Yoriokis Castillo de Cuba. Right? Glenn coming in with that. Duh. Appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate those 20 pounds you laid on me. Much needed, much appreciated. You didn't have to, but you did. Welcome. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Keep them coming. Listen, I just don't understand. Like, look at Shakur. Shakur's like, see, here's the thing. He's in there with someone game, though. He's in there with someone game, but it's like, okay, you got 2 minutes left. I don't even see Shakur beating Loma. I don't think you. And see, here's the thing. Loma now, though, unfortunately, he's in a position where everyone now wants to fight him because he's been beaten by Theo. He's been decisioned by Haney. You know what I mean? So he has 3 losses. So the more losses a fighter gets, the day Loma turns into Linares is the day that people just really stop caring about Loma as much. See, Shakur wanted a fight like that, but like, look what we have. Nobody wants to pay for this shit. That's the problem. Nobody want to pay for this shit. People don't want to pay for this shit. Listen, I have ESPN Plus. You know what I mean? I pay for it monthly. But if somebody said, "Hey man, you want to pay, you want to go in $50, $59.95, $69.95, $79.95, $89.95 to see a Shakur Stevenson fight," hell no, I don't want to see that. I ain't paying for that shit. I'm gonna go to the bar. I'm just glad he's with ESPN. So this is my way of supporting Shakur Stevenson because, guys, remember, I wasn't even going to report tonight. You know what I mean? I just decided, like, you know what? Let me do this. I'm doing this for you guys because I'm like, well, shit. You got 28 seconds and we're still looking at a fucking sparring session. That's what we're looking at. We're looking at one of those fights that don't mean anything. Fights that, you've got a fighter that's doing the bare minimum. If he's doing what he can do against someone on the opposition, I'm still not impressed. Is he a good fighter? Sure, he's a good fighter. But listen, he's more for, watch, ding, ding, the fight's over. And that's it. What the fuck did we learn from this fight? Crosby coming in with that $5 love. Thank you, bro. Tank won't fight him. He's too boring. If I'm Tank, I wouldn't want to fight him either. Shit. Let's just call it a buck. You think I'm losing sleep over that fight? Do you think I'm losing sleep over the fact that Tank ain't fighting Shakur? Shakur ain't bringing knockouts, bro. You know what you see with Tank? You see 3 things with Tank. Tank, right? Tats, right? And TKOs, knockouts. That's what you see. The 3 T's. Tank with tats and TKOs and knockouts. I mean, it don't get you hype. No, I don't want to see. Listen, anybody like look. Here's the thing with Shakur Stevenson, he might be slick, he might be good. I think he's maybe too good for his own good. The same. This isn't as bad as the De Los Santos fight. Okay, it ain't as bad as that. But understand this: it's like at the same time, you know. Oh, I'm gonna do that just for you guys. Just gonna do that. Hold on. Let's see. All right, we're doing $10 super chats. $10 super chat challenge. This is Bob Arum after watching this. You know, I look at Shakur Stevenson. I can't wait for this fucking guy to get out of Top Rank. He doesn't deserve Lomachenko. The last son of a bitch I put up against Lomachenko, he didn't even want to fight him. You scurved through a rematch. You scurved through a victory. Shakur Stevenson, you're a young, dumb, and full of cum type fighter with no backbone. That's what you got. I'm tired of looking at those scappy ass teeth with the dimples and that fluffy ass hair. And if you get another tat, I'm gonna lose my shit. Tank has far superior in ring IQ than Kurt. Oh, of course. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Here we go.
Mark Kriegel, I assume your scorecard holds the same as it was tracking?
119, 109.
If they take it from him, I wouldn't feel any different than I felt for Josh Taylor when I was in that disgusting British ring when they robbed him. Those are the $10 super chats, guys. So henny up.
118, 110. Carter, 116, 112.
Oh,
All in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. And stick
well,
BC lightweight champion of the world.
Artem had that little. I'm still very happy to be here. Kurt is trash. He should have never even mentioned Tank again. Damn, Mr. Quick, go away. Damn. There you go. Boom. Yeah, you're done. What's the excuse this time? I don't know. That's crazy, man. You know. I mean, it is what it is. But nobody wants to fight guys like that because look. God forbid they lose to Shakur. How will they lose? Job well done. I nearly accidentally hurt him.
That's what he told me earlier. Listen, you said coming into this fight, I'm that guy. That's all I want to prove. Is that the message you sent tonight?
It's kind of hard to prove it if you don't got a fighter trying to fight back. He's just trying to make sure he survives. But he's a good fighter. He's tough, strong, and I would have wanted him to try a little harder so that way it could be a more fun fight.
He's trying all he can to survive.
I know. I did everything I could to get him out there too.
Were you frustrated that you couldn't get him out of there?
Yes, I was. But I got to cut off the ring a little bit more. I seen him one way, but he'd go the other way. So I'm going to go back in the gym. We're going to cut him off the ring.
Okay. Listen, there were some boos here tonight. Toward the end, I was kind of surprised. But what's your reaction to that?
I think the booze was probably because of him. He ain't really trying to make the fight.
Your conversations with your grandfather while you trainer, what were you guys going back and forth on?
My grandfather was scared y'all was going to rob me, so he was telling me to try to do a little bit more.
Look at his grandfather. He ain't looking. He ain't laughing. He ain't doing none of that.
Earlier tonight, and we ain't want it to happen to me.
It was a robbery.
Yeah.
Shopkeeper Foster got robbed.
Yeah, it was a robbery.
Listen, what's ahead for you?
We'll see. Like I said, I want to fight the best fighters in boxing. That's how you want to get to see the best version of me when you put me in the ring with somebody else that want to fight back and compete. And that's when you're going to get the best out of me.
How you gonna get that guy? You get Roma? You get Tank?
If they fight, like I said, at the end of the day, I love boxing. I'm going to keep boxing for the rest of my life. Well, for the rest of the next couple of years. But if they don't fight me, they don't fight me. I'm just going to stay in the gym and stay ready.
Good luck, man. It's been a pleasure covering you. Artin?
Listen, okay, I think it was totally disrespectful to say that man Artem was not coming to fight. You know what I mean? And then he tried to blame it on him. Like, you act like the guy ran like you ran from De Los Santos. You know, and then here's the thing. You're going back and forth with your grandfather. Your grandfather is trying to tell you something that you need to know. And what he was trying to tell him was, hey, you need to, press the gas. Oh, yeah, maybe he was. I'm sorry. Yeah, he probably was mentioning Tank's name. Yeah, that makes sense. Tank will KO this dude. Yeah, Mr. Quick, I'm sorry. My apologies, man. Hold on, let me see. Let me see if I can get him back out of there. He might have said, you know what? Hold on, let's see. Um, there you go. Let's do that. Artem never stopped working. Shakur needs to fight Frank Martin. Yeah, he does. I think he needs to fight somebody that is on the declining level of someone like Tank, because Tank has knocked out Frank Martin. You know what I mean? I think like Shakur, I think he's trying to move too fast for his ego, where his skills are not showing that he's actually the guy. You know what I mean? He's showing that he could be a guy one day, but as long as he learns, I think if he learns, he will be fine. But if he doesn't learn, he won't learn. If he thinks he has everything he needs right now to be who he says he is, he's mistaken. Shakur is not a gas car. He's an electric vehicle. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. He's not, he's just not that guy. That's it. But yeah, man, I do think that I think Foster was definitely robbed. Poor bastard. Um, he was robbed, sure. Are you gonna watch Fernando Martinez versus Kazuto Luca unification fight? Only in a few hours. Okay. You're asking if you gonna stream it, or only asking if you're gonna watch it? Oh, no. Shakur got a Jetta EV engine. Tiger Johnson, Rohan Polanco, Troy Isley, Emiliano Vargas. That's Fernando's son, Emiliano. 11-0 at 9 KOs. Abdullah Mason, 14-0 with 12 KOs. So this is the next generation of fighters, people. We need to look at these guys, because those are the guys that are trying to crack it wide open. Jacob versus Mosley ongoing. Oh, yeah. They're on the zone, right? Let's see what's happening with the zone, man. I was going to have the zone. I'm the zone guy. I'm a supporter of the zone, though. Let's see. They're on the zone, right? Let's see what happens with Danny Jacobs and Jacobs in And Mosley's kid there. Let's see what happens. Let's see. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. Where is it on? Damn, that shit looks freaky. 66, 66. Kurt, why are you playing the drums when Usyk almost KO'd Fury? I mean, that's the battle drums, bro. Brother looks serious as F. Hey, where's Mosley versus Jacobs? Does anybody know where Mosley versus Jacobs is at? I don't see it. Okay, so it's on the zone. All right. All right. Okay, I don't see it here. Oh, Isaac in the building. You leaving? Man, I can't even. I can't see the Mosley one. I don't know where the hell Mosley's at. And Danny Jacobs. I don't see him anywhere. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, yeah. Nah, I ain't paying $50 for this shit. Uh-uh. Nah, not if it's not to see Danny Jacobs taking on Sugar Shane's kid. Nah, hell no. I'm not paying that. Hell nah, not here. Not doing that, guy. No, I'm not doing that. No. But I hope it's a good fight or whatever. Want some stream suggestions, Kurt? Nah, just not buying it. I mean, I've heard about it. I just didn't know it was on the undercard of some MMA guys. I'm like, yeah. I think they're fighting though under Queensberry rules, right? Mm. It's crazy seeing Mosley and Vargas kids fighting tonight already. Well, I mean, you gotta keep in mind, man, we shit. Like, if you're in your 30s or your 40s, that means 20 years ago you were in your teens or your 20s. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, either you were a teenager in the early 2000s or you're in your early 20s. That's it. That's the only thing that you can really come about, to be, to keep it a buck, okay? So, yeah. Yeah, pay-per-view now. I'm not paying that for that. No. Uh-uh. But yeah, man, I'm gonna get off of here because it's been about 3 hours. I thought I was gonna be off by now, but I loved you guys coming on. Appreciate you guys supporting me. I will be back with some live footage, some recaps, some more videos, por supuesto. Everybody have a good night. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. Love you all. God bless. And everyone has been counterpunched. Peace.